I started biking almost from scratch in 2021 and it was around 290 lbs. I wanted to share some thoughts about my progression and progression in general as a man 60 pounds lighter and in the year 2025. I'm currently sitting in the shred quarters with a jacked up ring finger and bruised ribs, so buckle up because this is gonna get pretentious. I'll also show the crash that did that. Progression, much like a trail, is not a straight line. If we barreled down the trail in a straight line, we'd certainly achieve the feeling of speed that many of us chase when we throw a leg over our bike, but we'd be missing something. If mountain biking is like sushi, then speed is just the fish. You'd be missing the nori, the rice, the tech, the features. No, progression is the simple and beloved staircase. Though in this instance, a little more uneven and dangerous, like the steps of Hearst Castle. Or maybe it's more like an undulating skinny, a roller coaster with corners that out of context seem wide enough and safe, but lift them off the ground and you really become conscious of the effort needed to make that corner work. Like your front and rear tires, progression can follow different paths, and that unseen back tire's tighter path needs to be planned for and noticed. And the steps require more than effort. Sometimes they cost money. For me to progress past the ladder to rock landing at Den de Hoots, I had to be towed in by the ghost of my nearly new rim I had destroyed by comfort braking on the ladder the first try. To become comfortable on the skinnies, I had to leave my derailleur on an altar built in the woods between Pangor and Boogeyman. And like Bender kicking his child into a pit of molten lead, I have burned through so many brake pads. There's also the physical toll it takes. I haven't had any major injuries yet, but a tax has certainly been paid to some schadenfreude-obsessed imp. A currency of pedal bites and bruises on legs and ribs. Oh my. Speaking of which...
Oh, okay. I'm all right, I think.
I'd been riding really well that day.
Might be hurt.
I'd hit my biggest gap jump and hit every skinny I'd seen in one go. I was riding fast and looking ahead. I hit the ground ribs first and stopped. A reminder of the risk involved in the roller coaster process. Progress. Regress.
Oh my God!
You the best. Then there are the things you leave in the dust. The currency of all those bruises and aches, dulled in the rear view, sure seems like money well spent.
Clean. I felt like an eagle.
As I've been able to more completely ride the trails, the climbs have felt less like a Shawshank crawl and more like I'm being winched up the hill towards a reward at the top. Our rides have been longer as the juice, through repetition, becomes more worth the squeeze. Views that I wouldn't have been able to make it to in my short lap days have become common. Cash spent. I've learned that my blankets objectively feel more comfortable after a day spent riding in the rain, and that the wet brings its own lessons and adrenaline.
That's the fucking scariest thing I've ever done.
I've learned to really appreciate the ones you get away with.
Oh my God!
I learned to look where you want to go, not where you don't want to go.
Oh my God! Oh! I can't believe I just survived that.
I've enjoyed being in the woods with my friends. All this to explain this one word: progression. Then and now. If mountain biking was like eating California rolls then, now it's like branching out to the signature rolls, meant to woo your palate and leave an impression. Time and practice and soy. When I started making mountain biking videos, I buried a time capsule in the ground with my core principles as a filmmaker to dig up, honestly, if I ever thought maybe I was losing my roots and needed to get back to being myself and not be so commercial. So if we can just open this up and see what this says here. Never give in, never surrender, never cruel nor cowardly, lots of skinnies and fart sounds, non-negotiable or you're no longer cool. Huh.
Okay. Balance, precision, will, and determination. And you just balance, and you just don't panic, and you just pedal up this thing as hard as you can.